Hey everyone, welcome back to Rubik's Gym, where I make tutorials about how to solve the Rubik's Cube and other twisty puzzles. Today, I'm going to show you the easiest method to solve a Pyramix Rubik's Cube. You do not need to know anything before learning how to solve a Pyramix Rubik's Cube. If you know how to solve the regular 3x3 Rubik's Cube, that is helpful, but the Pyramix Rubik's Cube is actually a lot easier than the regular Rubik's Cube, so you do not need to know anything beforehand. So the first thing to talk about with the Pyramix Rubik's Cube is the different types of pieces on the cube. So the pointy pieces over here are the corners. They'll have 3 colors on them. They rotate in any direction, so it doesn't matter when you solve them because you're not really solving them. You're just, twisting them back into the position they were already in. And then another piece is the center piece. So you can tell this is the center. These are the red centers right here because they just have one color. So you can compare this, which is just one color, to this piece, which has 2 colors. So this is an edge piece. It has red and yellow. And then this piece is just red, and this piece is just yellow. So now I'm going to mix it up, and I'm going to show you how to actually get started solving this. So my favorite color is blue, so I like to solve with blue on the bottom and then work my way up. So the thing with the Pyramix cube is it's not intuitively obvious which side of the cube that this is. So to determine which side of the cube it is, you're going to look at the corner right here. So this corner is blue, yellow, and green. So I know that the side opposite of this corner, right here, this is the red side. But I like to solve with blue facing down. So I know that this is the corner that does not have blue on it. So it's green, red, and yellow. And I look over here, and this means that this is the blue side. So you have to make sure that you identify this correctly first, or the first step is going to be impossible. So what I want to do is have the 3 pieces here, the 3 center pieces, I want to make them all blue. So this one just happens to be blue, and I want this to be blue and this to be blue. This is blue, but this does not matter because it's an edge piece. It has 2 colors, whereas this piece just has 1. This is kind of like getting the yellow cross when you're solving the 3x3 Rubik's Cube, but it's a lot easier. So I just look here, I see this is a blue piece, so I'm just going to rotate it once, and then I'm looking for the other blue piece, it's here, so I just rotate it there. And now I have the little radiation symbol, so I have the 3 blue center pieces. And so now I'll flip this down, and now it's on the bottom. So the goal at this next step is to get all of this to be yellow, and all of this to be blue, all of this to be green, and all of this to be red. So basically you're going to solve the bottom layer of the cube. So to see this easier, you can move the corners into the correct position, but you don't need to do that. It's really just kind of superfluous to solving the whole thing. But you can rotate the corners if you want, just to make it easier. So now I'm looking, let's start with this piece I see here. So this is blue and red, so I know that it needs to go here. So we'll have the red piece here and the blue piece down here. And you want to start with edge pieces that are not in the bottom row. I'll talk more about that in a sec. But anyway, so we see this blue and red piece. So I'm going to rotate it such that I can see the bottom color. So for me, it's blue. So the bottom color is facing me. If you do it like this, it's incorrect because blue needs to be facing me. So I'm going to rotate it such that blue is facing me. And then I'm going to do an algorithm to put this piece here. So it's going to be left down because it's on the left side. So left down, left up, right up. And now we see that that piece is in the correct spot. So now I'm looking for other blue pieces. So now I see that there is this blue and yellow piece. So I'm going to rotate it. And then I can see that the blue is facing me right here. So that's correct. If it was facing me like this, that's wrong because the blue needs to be facing me. Now I'm going to do the right version of the algorithm because it's facing me from the right side. So I'm going to go right down, right up, left up. And so now we can see that this is in the correct spot. And so now I just have one more. It is over here. So I'm going to do the left version of the algorithm. Left down, left up, right up. And so now we have the entire bottom layer solved. And the one other thing I was going to show is what happens if you are in the case where the piece is already in the bottom layer. So I'm just going to rescramble the cube and then I'll show you that. So here's the case where you have the piece is here. So this is the green and blue piece, but it is in the wrong orientation. So you're going to do the right version of the algorithm, which is going to move this red piece to where the green and the blue piece is. Thus, the green and the blue piece will be out of the bottom layer. So right down, right up, left up. These have swapped. You see that this is green. And we want the blue to be facing me, and then we just do the same thing. Right down, right up, left up. If you don't understand what those letters mean at the top of the screen, you can go check out the other video I have on Rubik's Cube notation. And you'll also notice that now the cube is completely solved. So sometimes you'll just solve the bottom layer and then the entire cube will be solved. But that does not normally happen. So I'm going to show you the other algorithms that you need to know. After you solve the bottom layer, the next step, which is really simple, is you just need to make sure that all of the center pieces match. So this is yellow and then yellow, so this also needs to be yellow. So I'm just going to rotate that here, and now we have those centers are matching, the red centers are matching, and then the green centers are matching. And then from here, there are 3 different cases that you can run into. In this case, these 2 colors are the same, these 2 colors are the same, and these 2 colors are the same. So for this algorithm, since it's symmetrical, you can start from anywhere. So you're going to lower the right side, twist the top part counterclockwise, raise the right side, twist the top part counterclockwise, lower the right side, twist the top side counterclockwise, and then raise it. This time it was solved. Sometimes you'll need to do this one more time. So either do that algorithm once or twice, and then it's solved. So now let me show you the other cases. So if you're not in that case, you want to look at each edge piece and see if it's a partial match, a complete match, or no match. So here, you know that when it's completely solved, this piece should be red and this piece should be yellow. So this is not correct at all because this is yellow and this is red. Similarly, we go over here and we see that this is green and this is red, so this is completely incorrect. This should be red and this should be green. So then we look over here and we see that this is completely solved. So this is green over here and it should be green, and this is yellow and this is yellow. So if we have this case, they're going to move the piece that's completely solved and we're going to put it in the back. So it's facing away from me. Then I'm going to do the following algorithm. So it's going to be right down, right up, left up, like we're used to. Then we're going to move the top part clockwise. We're going to move the left part up. We're going to move the top part counterclockwise, and we're going to move the left part down. And now it's solved. All right, so now I'll show you the last case, which has 2 different algorithms, but it's only one more case. So now in the third case, you're again going to check if each piece is partially solved, completely solved, or not at all solved. So here we can see that this is a partial match. This is yellow and the center is yellow, which is correct, but then this is green and this is red. So this is only partially solved. So then we go here and we see that it's the same thing. This is red and this is red, which is correct, but this is yellow and this is green, which means this is partially solved. So then we look here and we see that this edge piece is not solved at all. This is red when it should be green, and then this is green when it should be yellow. So we have 2 partial matches, so yellow and green, and then red and yellow, and we have 1 that's completely unsolved. So we're going to put the piece that's completely incorrect in the back. So then we're going to look for the edge piece that does not match the center. So this green piece does not match the center, so we're going to do the right version of the algorithm. So we're going to go right down, right up, left up, which is, the same basic one that we've been doing. And then in the previous algorithm, we moved the top part clockwise first. But in this one, we move the top part counterclockwise first. Then we move the left piece up. Then we move the top part clockwise, and then we move the left piece down. And now it is completely solved. So here it's the same case where you have 2 partially solved ones and 1 that's not solved at all. So we see this is a partial solve, red, red, and then green, only yellow, that's not correct. Then yellow, yellow, correct, red, green, incorrect. And then this is yellow, which is wrong, and this is green, which is wrong. So then I'm going to put the piece that's completely unsolved in the back, and then we look for the piece that does not match the center. So green does not match the yellow, and so then I'm going to do the left version of the algorithm. So left down, left up, right up. Now we're going to move the top clockwise. We're going to move the right side up. Now we're going to move the top counterclockwise, and then we move the right side down. And now we are all completely solved. So that is how to solve the Pyramix Rubik's Cube for complete beginners. It's not that tricky. Some of the algorithms near the end can get confusing. Let me know if there's anything else that I could have explained better or any questions that you have. Thanks so much for watching, and let me know what other tutorials you want to see. Keep cubing and have fun.